Roger Federer once said that tennis was never just a game, it was a way of life. His words go beyond the court, carrying wisdom about discipline, belief, and growth. Today, we'll explore 3 more of his most powerful quotes. And this time, we'll see how they shape the way we work in business, raise our children, and build strong relationships. Let's dive in. Quote 4. When you do something best in life, you don't really want to give that up. And for me, it's tennis. For Federer, tennis wasn't just a career, it was his craft, his calling. When you do something at the highest level, it becomes more than work, it becomes purpose. This truth applies powerfully to business. The best leaders, entrepreneurs, and creators don't build companies just for money. They build because they found something they're great at, something they can't imagine walking away from. Think of Steve Jobs. Even after being forced out of Apple, he returned because he knew building world-changing products was what he did best. The same applies to Federer. Even when his body began to break down, he fought to stay on court because tennis was the craft that defined him. 5 key takeaways and how to apply them. 1. Discover your craft. Ask yourself, what do you do best? What gives you energy? Identify the work that feels less like labor and more like calling. 2. Don't quit your gift. Even when challenges come, don't walk away from your gift too soon. Like Federer, stay connected to what makes you great. 3. Purpose drives performance. When you love what you do, it's easier to endure the grind. Purpose fuels resilience. 4. Protect your passion. In business, burnout kills passion. Protect it by balancing work with rest, creativity with discipline. 5. Leave a legacy. Doing your best work consistently doesn't just build success, it leaves an example for others to follow. Daily life implementation. In business, focus on work that aligns with your strengths, not just what pays well. Passion sustains longer than money. In personal growth, keep pursuing your natural gifts even if they're difficult. They'll reward you over time. In parenting, help your child discover what they do best and encourage them never to give it up too quickly. Federer reminds us, when you do something best in life, it's not just a job. It becomes your reason for being. Midway call to action. If this first lesson inspires you, don't forget to like this video, share it with a friend chasing their purpose, and subscribe. Because the next lesson is about belief, and it's one of Federer's most powerful weapons. Quote 5. A man who wins is a man who thinks he can. Federer didn't just rely on skill, he relied on belief. Because no matter how talented you are, if you don't believe you can win, you've already lost. This lesson shines most clearly in parenting. Why? Because children often become what they believe about themselves. If they believe they're capable, they rise. If they believe they're failures, they shrink. And that belief is shaped heavily by their parents. A child who hears, "You can do this," "I believe in you," begins to build an identity of confidence. Federer himself carried that inner belief into every match, even when the odds were against him. Parents have the power to instill that same mindset in their children. 5 key takeaways and how to apply them. 1. Belief is contagious. As a parent, your belief in your child becomes their belief in themselves. 2. Affirm daily. Don't just think you believe in them. Say it. "I know you can do this. I'm proud of you." Words matter. 3. Model confidence. Children mirror what they see. Show them what self-belief looks like through your own actions. 4. Don't crush effort with criticism. Instead of focusing on mistakes, focus on effort. Effort builds confidence even in failure. 5. Encourage risk-taking. Teach them that trying and failing is better than never trying at all. Confidence grows when risks are taken. Daily life implementation. Parenting. When your child doubts themselves, remind them that the battle is first in the mind. Share stories of your own struggles and how belief carried you through. Business. Belief in your vision attracts others. Teams follow leaders who believe deeply. Relationships. Believing in your partner builds trust and strength. Tell them you see their potential. Federer reminds us that victory begins long before the scoreboard. A man who wins is a man who thinks he can. And so is a child, a leader, a partner. Quote 6. You have to put in the hours because there's always something you can improve. Federer never stopped growing. Even at the peak of his career, he didn't say, "I've made it." He said, "I can still improve." That humility, that hunger, kept him dominant for decades. This is a lesson every relationship needs. Too often, people believe once they've found the one, the work is done. But love, like Federer's game, always requires practice. You can always communicate better. You can always give more attention, more patience, more kindness. Relationships, like tennis, are not trophies to be won once. They are skills to be improved daily. 5 key takeaways and how to apply them. 1. Never settle. Don't assume your relationship is perfect. Ask, where can we grow together? 2. Put in the hours. Love isn't just about big gestures, it's about time, conversations, shared experiences, listening. 3. Stay humble. Just as Federer admitted he could improve, admit where you fall short. Growth begins with humility. 4. Be intentional. Improvement doesn't happen accidentally. Schedule date nights. Ask deeper questions. Show up with effort. 5. View challenges as training. Arguments aren't failures. They're opportunities to practice patience, empathy, and forgiveness. Daily life implementation. In business, ask yourself daily, what's one small thing I can improve today? In parenting, be open with your child about your own growth. Tell them, I'm learning too. And model humility. Federer's greatness came from never stopping. And he reminds us that in love, in family, in work, there is always something we can improve if we're willing to put in the hours. In parenting, he shows us that belief is the fuel of winners, and parents hold the power to plant it. And in relationships, he shows us that growth never stops. Love, like greatness, must be worked on daily. Federer's words are timeless because they apply to every arena of life. They remind us that success, love, and legacy aren't destinations. They're journeys of purpose, belief, and continuous growth. So ask yourself, what do you do best, and are you protecting it? What beliefs are you planting in your children, your team, or yourself? And where in your relationships can you still grow? Federer has walked the path and shown us the way. Now it's up to us to put in the hours, believe in ourselves, and never give up what we do best. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And above all, keep walking the path of the warrior.